Erik, what pleased you most about Manchester United's victory today?
Oh, there are many things. First of all, the quality of the game. First 70 minutes, we played a really good game on the pitch. In possession, so the formations, the passing security, so the accuracy, but also the rest defense and the defense transition, the counter press was really brilliant. And I think we dominated total the game, and I think it was deserved lead. And especially second goal was, of course, a great goal to see.
Luke, some victories feel somehow a little bit more significant than others. When you have to work that hard, does that just add to it?
Yeah, I think so. It obviously feels much more nicer at the end when Old Trafford was absolutely bouncing, and I think the energy that the crowd were giving us today, I think especially in the last 20 minutes was why we're here, why we love it here, and why we enjoy being out on that pitch, playing in front of them, because we felt like they were with us and we feed off that energy, and they helped us a lot in the last 20 minutes.
David, that felt like a real team effort and a crowd effort today to get us over the line.
Yeah, it was. It was tough, especially, of course, after the red card. I think we controlled the game very well. The first half we scored an early goal, and then similar the second half we started really well. We scored the second, and after the red card, of course, it was really tough. We fight until the end. I think the team did really well. We defend really well because they put players in front, good players, and we defend really well. We conceded one goal, but I think we won massive 3 points today.
The game obviously changed with the red card for Casemiro. I don't know if you've seen it again. What did you make of that whole situation?
I've seen it's an incident where the player of Crystal Palace takes a big risk to bring an injury to Anthony, and then the emotions getting up and getting really high, the emotions with several players, and then they pick one player out. So I think they could have picked more players in such an incident, and then the VAR is interfering. And so it is what I don't understand, because then you have to be consequent. And I've seen so many occasions in this season where they don't interfere. So that is a little bit disappointed, but we have to take it. It's not good. Our players have to behave. They have to control their emotions. But I'm happy that we have the spirit and that we stand for each other.
Yeah, on that point, I mean, people do wonder whether crowd support does make a difference. In that situation when you're a man down, under a bit of pressure, and there's a wall of noise and support, does it make, every tackle is cheered to the rafters, does that make a difference?
Yeah, I think 100%. I think if you just watch the last 20 minutes or maybe even the last 5 minutes, I think it shows that it does make a big difference. And I think it was such an important 3 points today, and they clearly made or did their part to help us achieve that.
Was that, you said fight, was that the crucial thing today, the fight in the last 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's not easy when you lost a big player like Casemiro, and then they start to attack, they score one goal, and still 15-20 minutes to go. So I think we show a massive spirit today, great character, the whole team, the players from the bench, they've been amazing. So that means I think we are doing really good things as a team, and everyone is ready to play.
When Crystal Palace got back into the game at 2-1, what was your thinking? Was you made some changes and you stiffened up the defence?
Yes, it was from a set play. First we had to see how they changed, and then you have to anticipate and see how we can close, how to be compact, how we close the gaps, and how we get away from our goal, but also to still have a threat into attack. And I think we have to change something. Not always nice, like bringing a player off who we bring on, but that is in the interest of the team, and the player has to accept that.
So 2-0, it looked like it was going to be a regulation victory, didn't it? First of all, the goal, your pass to Marcus. I suppose these days you put it in there, you just expect him to score, don't you?
Yeah, I think he's on that hot streak. I think he's learnt now to always be in the right positions to score goals, and he's doing that. He's a man on fire at the moment, and a very vital part of our team, and the way we're performing is a lot down to him and what he's been doing, and hopefully he can keep on getting the goals and keeping the high performances at a good level.
when they made it 2-1, in fairness, there's still 20 minutes or so to go, but in fact, they didn't really create clear chances. Does that show how good the defending was from the crosses and the set pieces?
Yeah, I think we defend really well. I think the manager did good changes. I think we feel solid at the back, but I think we fight a lot. We fight a lot as a team, and so it's been. Sometimes you have to win games like this, like today, and that shows that we are a good team, I think.
How important was the crowd today? Because the last 20 minutes there was a great noise. They were trying to push United over the line.
It's great. Once again, the United between the fans and the team is great, and the vibe, the connection, and we have to keep that process going. That's brilliant, because it gives really that we are working together on a successful Manchester United.
Obviously, it changed a bit when Casemiro was sent off. Did you have any idea what was going on, or was it confusing because there was all sorts of pushing and shoving and the VAR getting involved?
Yeah, to be honest, there were so many people there. I didn't actually know what was going on. I think a lot of the players on the pitch were talking, who's it for? And then someone obviously mentioned Cassie, and I think always everyone knows whenever the ref goes over to the monitor, then it's not good. And yeah, of course we're extremely disappointed to lose him, but I think it's now a big opportunity for someone else to come in and make their mark on this team and show their qualities and why they're here.
And you mentioned Casemiro, obviously going to miss him, but Sabitzer came on and made a few tackles and enjoyed himself. So I suppose it's all about the squad when you lose an important player.
Of course, we're already missing Christian, Scott, now Cassie. So yeah, it's a bit tough because they are big players for us. But of course we have more players. We have a bigger squad. Marcel did really well. The minutes he's been on the pitch, I think he's a great player. So yeah, you have to be together and train well. I think everyone is training well and everyone is ready to play.
Quite fitting on the day of we remember Munich that one of our own players, Marcus Rashford, is the man who actually got the winner today.
But it was a brilliant goal, and finally he's on the end. But it was a great team goal by switching plays between the lines, great combinations, and then finally he finished off. A brilliant pass from Luke Shaw as well, the cross, and then of course the finish. Very good, and I think it was something. It was difficult for the opponent when we bring in that sub. It's a different dynamic. All of a sudden, they are focused on a player who's playing all the time in the ball, and then the player goes in the back of them. And it was great to see that the team really picks up that dynamic and that change and take benefit of it.
Marcel came on, put himself about a bit as well. The crowd enjoyed that.
Yeah, of course. He was amazing, and he's not been here long. He's only been here a couple of days now, and he showed his quality in training, and I think to come on with 10 men and show that impressive performance in not so long is good, and shows signs to come of what he's about.
On a special day where we saw the Munich commemorations before the kick-off and the big surfer flag going across the Stretford end, it's quite fitting that one of our own players, Marcus Rashford, turned out and got the winning goal today on this day.
Yeah, it's always, of course, emotional those days, but yeah, it's great. A guy from here, from the clubs, he's been here all his life and he scored the winner. It's great, but I think it's a team win today. I think we've been really good. Play good and deserve the 3 points.
13 straight wins here at Old Trafford. That hasn't happened since the boss, since Sir Alex was in charge. It's quite an achievement, and certainly in the modern game.
Yeah, of course, but I think we need to keep that up. We speak about it a lot to make sure that when teams come here, they find it very difficult. I think maybe in the past it hasn't been that, but I think especially now with that record, 13 games now, I think there's no reason why we can't keep it going and keep that going up and up.
Just finally a word on Sabitzer, who came on for his debut and seemed to make an impact straight away.
Yeah, he understands football. You see, straight from the start. We already have seen that in the training as well. But yeah, he did quite well, and he's really composed on the ball, and he knows how to defend. So we need such player who understand the game and who bring also the right spirit in.